A few days after Chai Jinyun's death, with his vision still somewhat blurry, Hajin then opened his eyes. He appeared to be lying on a bed at the moment, having just woken from his unconscious state, and while still confused about his surroundings, someone asked him if he was awake. That person was the boss. The boss informed him that he had been unconscious for 2 days. She also told him not to worry, no one was tailing him. She had stored his equipment and told him to take it later. Hearing that, with his head still dizzy from being unconscious for too long, Hajin then tried to sit up. He also asked the boss where they were currently. With her usual cold expression, the boss told him this was her residence. The place was on an island in the Eastern Sea. The entire island was her home, so she told him to relax while staying here. After informing him of that, the boss paused for a moment. Seeing Hajin's silent expression as he continued staring at her, as if waiting for news from her, the boss then told him that Chai Jinyun's funeral would be held today. Hajin clenched his fists tightly upon hearing that news. He could only lower his head mournfully. With a sad tone, Hajin then said to her that he would return. Meanwhile, at the hospital morgue where Chai Jinyun was, while running as fast as he could, a man entered the room. That person was Chai Shinhyuk, the father of Chai Naun and Chai Jinyun, panting heavily. He then asked the man in front of him if he already knew who was behind it. The man didn't immediately answer his question and greeted him first. It had been 11 years since their last meeting. He then answered that they hadn't caught the culprit. There was a barrier, so there were no traces at all. Hearing that, Chai Shinhyuk guessed if it might be the work of Jin. The man didn't confirm his words and said they couldn't draw a conclusion yet. Chai Shinhyuk could only fall silent hearing that, but, when he saw the condition of Chai Jinyun's hands, his tears could no longer be held back. With an angry tone, he asked the man if he thought he was an idiot. The man sighed for a moment. He then told him a hard-to-believe fact. A demonic energy had emerged from within Chai Jinyun's body. That news was certainly shocking to Chai Shinhyuk. The man explained, it started from inside his body, then spread to his veins, but stopped before escaping. It seemed the reason the spread stopped was because of his death. Hearing that, with a trembling voice, Chai Shinhyuk then asked what he meant by that, but, the man knew he was just pretending to be confused. He should have realized it too. If Jinyun had turned into a jinn, he had never seen hands like this before. It was stronger than the usual demonization used by Jin. Even after his death, it didn't disappear. It was likely something happened during Chai Jinyun's mission 4 years ago. Chai Shinhyuk's body weakened facing that fact. The man was aware of his mood and paused for a moment. He then looked toward Chai Jinyun's body. He told him they could find the cause and track the culprit, but if they did that, the man suddenly stopped before finishing his sentence. But Chai Shinhyuk knew what he meant. With tears still flowing from his eyes, Chai Shinhyuk then looked at him and asked if only he knew about this. The man answered, for now, yes. Chai Shinhyuk fell silent for a moment hearing his answer. He then told him, he never thought Jinyun would wake up. He was sure Jinyun had died in his mission 4 years ago, so when he suddenly woke up, he considered it a miracle that made his world feel alive again. But now, he had lost his son once more. If this got out, Jinyun would be regarded as a jinn, and would be shamed by the Hero Association and the public. Even his time as a hero would be denied. That was no different from death itself. He couldn't lose his son a third time, so he asked him to side with them this time. This was also for Naun's sake. With his head bowed, Chai Shinhyuk pleaded with him for just this once. He only wanted Jinyun to rest in peace. The man clenched his fists hearing his plea. He seemed touched by it. He had guessed he would ask for that, but he told him that someday they would still have to inform the others about the truth. Chai Shinhyuk was well aware of that. He then gently touched Chai Jinyun's face and called his name, with tears that wouldn't stop falling. He prayed, in the next life, may you not be born as the child of a father like me. In the past, before all this tragedy happened, while Naun was practicing swordsmanship in her yard, she then heard her brother calling her. Little Naun then ran toward him and asked what was wrong. Chai Jinyun told her that she had been training non-stop. She could rest a bit if she was tired, but little Naun questioned that. She told him she was working hard to become a hero greater than him. Hearing that, Chai Jinyun worriedly said she was pushing herself too hard, even forgetting that today was supposed to be their day to go out together. But little Naun seemed to prioritize her training over that. She told her brother they could go another time. A strong opponent would join the sparring practice today, so she couldn't miss it. Chai Jinyun chuckled seeing her determination. He felt happy with his sister's spirit. He then let it go, but he asked her not to overdo it. Overdoing things would only slow her growth. Naun complained when Chai Jinyun ruffled her head. She said she wanted to grow taller. After chatting with his sister for a bit, Chai Jinyun then bid her goodbye. He excused himself to go to work. Hearing that, with a cheerful face, Naun waved her hand and said see you. But, when morning came and sunlight entered illuminating her room, Naun then woke from her sleep, ending that dream. The dream just now was from when her brother left for the conquest mission. She regretted it. She shouldn't have cancelled their outing promise back then. With a still slightly sleepy face, Naun then looked at a photo frame beside her bed. It was a frame containing a photo of her and her brother who had just woken from his long coma. Naun's heart was filled with joy looking at that photo. Her past regrets had faded. She felt it was pointless for her to dwell on the past. They just needed not to repeat it. While looking at the photo of her and Hajin tucked behind the frame, Naun wondered in her heart, right, she felt. That photo looked really good. Naun's mood had drastically improved lately thanks to the news of her brother waking up. With a smile on her face, Naun wondered, what should I ask him when he returns later? But, just as Naun was thinking about that, she was startled when she saw a man suddenly come and open her bedroom door. It was her master. With a shocked and confused heart, she then asked what was wrong. Her master didn't immediately answer her question. He just called her and told her to come out for a bit. Naun was certainly confused by that, but her master didn't explain anything and just urged her to hurry. Naun was truly baffled by this. Seeing her master's attitude made Naun wonder if she had done something wrong, but it wasn't just her. While Yona was conducting a meeting, a man suddenly came to her and delivered some news. After that, Yona then hurriedly ended the meeting and rushed to her car. And after driving for a while, she finally arrived at a place. That place was the Chai family residence. But, as Yona was on her way into the Chai family residence, she then saw someone familiar nearby. That person was Kim Hajin. But, Kim Hajin's aura seemed a bit different now. Yona was confused why he was just standing there motionless and not going inside. But, when she saw Kim Hajin taking a cigarette and lighting it, she then froze, seeing Yona suddenly stop and stand still there. Her mother then scolded her and told her to hurry inside. Inside the Chai family residence, people were mourning the death of Chai Jinyun. There was also Naun, who was currently grieving. Seeing her, Yona immediately approached her friend and worriedly called her name. Seeing Yona's arrival, Naun looked at her with a blank stare. Seeing her condition, Yona worriedly asked if she was okay. What about the others? Hearing that, Naun said she didn't call or invite them, so she asked her not to call them. Yona didn't know how to respond hearing that, but she then realized something. She was confused how he could come. Hearing her murmur, Naun then asked her confusedly about who she meant. The person Yona meant was, of course, Hajin, whom she had unintentionally seen on her way here.